worries about the future of TikTok in the U.S.
A lot of TikTok users, as you would expect, aren't very happy about this.
After President Biden signed the bill leading to a potential ban. A successful first-of-a-kind surgery.
I was pretty much done.
How an animal saved a human's life. And on the ice without a sight.
Feeding the skates and start feeling the ice, I was hooked.
A few modifications for the Blind Hockey Club. These stories and more coming up on Newsbreak.
Hello, South Florida. I'm Kenneth Bueno.
And I'm Dylan Bazay. Today is Thursday, April 25th, 2024.
Live from the Lee Caplin School of Journalism and Media in North Miami, this is Caplin News.
After a swipe of the president's pen, the clock is now ticking for a popular social media platform. Rising concerns this morning for TikTok after President Biden signed a bill that could lead to a nationwide ban, the most serious risk the video sharing app has faced in the U.S. since officials began raising concerns about it in 2020.
As CNN's Michael Yoshida reports, TikTok's Chinese parent company now has 270 days to
spin off the social media platform. Otherwise, it will be banned from U.S. app stores.
Congress is acting to prevent foreign adversaries from conducting espionage, surveillance, maligned operations, harming vulnerable Americans, our servicemen and women, and our U.S. government personnel.
Some experts say this bill does not prioritize the right issues.
Really what the U.S. needs to do, if it's worried about data collection, is pass comprehensive privacy legislation that would regulate the kind of data that all social media platforms and tech companies can collect on us and keep on us and share on us. Because even if TikTok goes away, there's nothing stopping the Chinese government from buying data and information about Americans from data brokers and other social media platforms.
TikTok is fighting back, calling the legislation unconstitutional. CEO Shou Chu vowed to take the issue to court.
Rest assured, we aren't going anywhere.
And this legislation sets a deadline of January 2025 for sale. However, President Biden, he could extend that deadline by about another 90 days if he feels that progress has been made towards getting a sale done. In Washington, I'm Michael Yoshida reporting.
With pro-Palestinian protests appearing all around the world, it's only natural that student activists here in the Sunshine State join in. Students at the University of Florida demonstrated yesterday in support of fellow Palestinian students who they claim are being mistreated by individuals on campus. Students also demand that UF release its investment portfolio and sever all ties with those that contribute to human rights violations in Gaza.
Demolition is in progress today at the site of a Central Florida mansion once owned by Osama bin Laden's brother. The process began yesterday near Orlando. The 97-year-old property was bought by Khalil bin Laden in 1980. He and his wife lived in the house until the September 11th attacks, when they took off and never returned. Several other owners have occupied the mansion, which has appealed to many vandals since then. The current owners of the land plan to redevelop it in the future.
This morning, a woman who received a successful kidney transplant from a pig is grateful for a second chance at life. At age 54, Lisa Pisano's heart and kidneys were both failing. But with FDA permission, Dr. Robert Montgomery from NYU decided the only way to save her life was with a first ever approach, giving her both a mechanical heart pump and a kidney transplant from a pig. The human immune system typically rejects organs from other animals, so Dr. Montgomery and his team used a pig kidney with one gene altered to make it more compatible.
So you release the clamps and Lisa's blood goes into the kidney, and it suddenly turns this beautiful pink color, a healthy organ. This isn't just about keeping somebody alive, it's restoring them to their lives.
As Lisa recovers from the surgery, she dreams of playing with her two young grandchildren for the first time in years. This marks the second known pig-human transplant in the United States.
A Florida man wards off a gator attack, and it was all caught on camera. An alligator was wandering around a busy street in Jacksonville over the weekend when Michael Dragic, aka Blue Collar Brawler, came to the rescue. Dragic says he was at a hockey game with his family when he got a call from the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office looking for a trapper. He caught the 8-foot gator in highlight style and true Florida man style with his bare hands and bare feet.
A new officer has been sworn into the Orlando Police Department, but it's not who you might expect. 4-year-old Stone Hicks always dreamed of being an officer of the law, and after a battle with kidney failure some years ago, the Make-A-Wish Foundation helped Hicks fulfill his dream yesterday. Stone was given a uniform and sworn in by the chief of police. He was then assigned 2 cases, a dog napping and a t-shirt theft. Upon cracking the cases, Officer Stone returned as a conquering hero.
A group of inspiring athletes makes a power play despite their disability. In today's special assignment report, Pablo Hernandez from our DC Bureau introduces you to blind hockey.
Having a visual impairment typically means it's a little bit difficult to participate in sports, but that's not the case for the Washington Blind Hockey Club, where all you need is 4 senses to be able to play. You probably haven't heard of blind hockey, but it has a large global community. Anyone that has any level of blindness has the ability to go and try out the sport. Player, coach, and member of the board of directors Kevin Brown has been a part of the club for over 7 years.
There was a blind hockey tride event that happened to be 4 miles away from my house, and I came out scared out of my mind, didn't know what to expect, just lost the rest of my vision, and I was embraced by a community to try another sport, and just based on that the outpouring of support, I got out there, my fears went away. Once I got my feet in the skates and started feeling the ice, I was hooked.
Brown loves being able to coach the players on the ice.
I'm taking Dirk's position. No, you just switch with Dirk's side. You're gonna be on
working with the players and the kids and the adults, and just seeing the positivity and the enjoyment. There's no stress in that. Finding creative ways to help people be able to do more than they think they can do, to continue to improve and grow in the game, that's just pure enjoyment.
The sport is played with a special puck that is bigger and slower compared to a regular puck. This allows players that are visually impaired to see it, and players with low to no vision to track it with noise. The inside of the modified puck is hollow, so it leads to the outside of it to get beat up quickly compared to the standard puck. Blind hockey isn't just for playing the sport competitively, but also for bringing a group of individuals together in order to experience the thrill of playing this sport. Club player David Kossub talks about what blind hockey means to him.
Oh, I love it. It's a total fun thing. It's a different way to experience just, camaraderie and enjoyment, and something weird to do on a super early Sunday morning. And it's also good for me cross-training because I do other sorts of sports. And so this is a lot of fun. And it's just, it's always interesting to tell people, yeah, I do blind hockey. And they're like, what is blind hockey and how do you do that?
Mike McCount, father of 2 kids who play for the club, heard about the club through word of mouth and has been around for a long time.
So my kids started playing, I guess, 7 years ago, and then I've helped volunteer with the team and help direct practice and get people where they got to go. It's great to see them find something that they love to play, find some success at, and meet and support a great community.
Blind hockey erases limitations for the visually impaired because for these skaters, overcoming obstacles is just another day on the ice. There's about 17 clubs across the United States and Canada, and the age limit is between 4 and 80 years old. Reporting from Washington, D.C., for Caplin News, this is Pablo Hernandez.
More than a quarter century after its famous Tea Party, fans in Boston got to watch a 3-party, courtesy of the Miami Heat. The South Florida Sons of Liberty poured a franchise record 23 trays into Boston Harbor on their way to a Game 2 win. The series is now tied at 1 game apiece as it moves to Miami. The final score is Heat 111, Boston 101. Game 3 is on Saturday.
From a big win to another loss, the Miami Marlins face their 3rd sweep of the season after losing to the Atlanta Braves. Despite the loss, the Fish looked good after being down 2 and were able to tie the game in the 9th inning to send the match into extra innings. It was in the next inning where the Braves took over the whole game. The final score was Atlanta 4, Marlins 3. The Marlins come home to face the Washington Nationals tomorrow at 7:10 p.m.
A collector is upset from a lazy signature from Tom Brady on sports memorabilia purchased here in Miami.
That's still ahead, and so is this story.
We're not ever been a sports company, and it's starting to evolve into that, and it's been really fun because of the NFL money.
The Dolphins and the rest of the NFL look forward to draft night. Stick around. Newsbreak will be back in just 2 minutes.
See us dream. See us remember. See us protest.
You matter. Your feelings matter. Your identity matters. Everything about who you are matters.
See us fight back. See us rebuild. See us shatter stereotypes. See us inspire. See us united. See us now.
There are 16 million children struggling with hunger in America. That's 1 in 5 daughters, sons, neighbors, and classmates who don't know where their next meal is coming from. Yet billions of pounds of good food go to waste every year. It's time we do something about it. Feeding America is a nationwide network of food banks that helps provide meals to millions of kids and families in need. Visit feedingamerica.org to help them feed even more. Together, we can solve hunger. Together, we're feeding America.
On the clock, the NFL is just hours away from the start of draft night. As 32 teams look forward to building their future with the upcoming NFL draft, the area around Detroit is putting in their preparations too.
As CNN's Andres Gutierrez reports, a Michigan neighborhood is set to host several events during the league's big day.
If you want to have all the action but a little bit less chaos, Corktown is the place to come.
When the Corktown Business Association first learned the NFL draft was going to happen less than a mile away, they all pitched in to put up 6 tents for watch parties along Michigan Avenue.
You know, we're pretty confident that in 3 days we'll do a month's worth of sales.
Those coming to Corktown can park in one of the 1,500 spots at the garage caddy corner for McShane's Irish Pub. The businesses are also providing a free shuttle between the tents to the draft. Down the street at Nemo's.
We don't know what to expect, how busy we're going to be, but we know we're going to be very busy. It's kind of like an unknown area for us, because when we have like St. Patrick's Day or opening day, we know what to expect, we know. But this is so big that we don't really know, but we're ready.
Small businesses along the corridor are planning to take advantage of all the foot traffic.
You know, we're not ever been a sports company, and it's starting to evolve into that, and it's been really fun because of the NFL coming here.
At Detroit Dye House, they've been filling the store with Honolulu blue, and during the 3-day event will set a dye walk-up station outside their store where you can design your own pair of socks. If you do an extra pair, they'll donate it to one of the city's homeless shelters.
What we do is we get to make art for a living, and the fact that we get to share it with the community is incredible, and so we're really looking forward to people coming and getting to feel that feeling for just a brief moment and have it be lasting to where then they leave and then they're talking about it and they have to come back and visit.
The feeling is mutual at All Things Marketplace, where owner Jennifer Crawford Williams is hosting a block party so other small businesses can get exposure.
What's this moment like for you that Detroit is now on an international stage?
This moment is amazing, and to be right in the front of this and be a huge player in this of providing opportunity for others, it is a dream come true.
Back at McShane's.
Tents are going up, you know, beer's still being delivered, porta potties are being delivered, but it's all going to come together. We host some decent sized parades and events in Corktown, so we're used to it.
That was WWJ's Andres Gutierrez reporting. The 2024 NFL Draft begins on tonight and runs through Saturday in downtown Detroit.
A sports fan who made a major purchase at a memorabilia show in Miami says his big purchase was ruined by what he calls Tom Brady's, quote, sloppy autographs. Glenn Gagnon lives near Salem, Massachusetts, and was in South Florida for the show. He had 2 stadium seats signed by the NFL legend that he spent thousands of dollars on. But when he tried to get them authenticated, the signatures could not be recognized. He also spent over $7,000 on signed shoes before being rejected by authenticators again. Glenn said he paid over $14,000 for his items and can't get his money back because no one wants them.
Well, that's all the time we have for Newsbreak. I am Dylan Bazay.
And I'm Kenneth Bueno. Get more news anytime at caplinnews.fiu.edu.